Hey guys, John here. I'm not back with a Transformers video review, but rather a tale of a figure. A tale of a figure that involves my wife, Tesco's in Iceland, they're both UK supermarkets, and a guy who goes by the name of the Cull on Twitter and Facebook. And the figure in question is this guy. Deluxe Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Megazord. And there's also a little bit about Deluxe Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Dragonzord as well. So our tale begins back in October of last year. Sharpo had mentioned on Twitter that his local Tesco had picked up the 2010 Power Rangers line, the MMPR line. So I thought, okay, I'll have a look at my Tesco's. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad, just depends. And lo and behold, they did have the figures, and also beside the figures, they had this guy in his box, obviously. I'll tell you what, I grabbed that box and I was staring at it for ages. It felt like hours. My wife, then fiance at the time, came along, seen me looking at this box and said, "Do you want that for Christmas?" Too right I did. Too bloody right. So then the long wait began till Christmas Day. So when I got home, I mentioned on Twitter that I was getting the 2010 Megazord for Christmas from my fiance, and I was speaking to the Cull about it, and he said, this was probably some days later, I might add, he said he was looking to shift his original Deluxe Megazord, and I was like, how much? And I was like, oh, I can't afford that. I was pretty skint at the time. So he proposed a trade. I gave him my Mini Warriors Spray and Rager, that was Sea Spray and Huffer, and a couple of other bots for his Deluxe Megazord. So a lot of time had passed, and eventually I finally got the figure I'd been looking for ages, the original Deluxe Megazord. Never had it when I was a kid. He also mentioned that I had a near mint in box Dragonzord for sale, but there was no way in hell I was going to be able to afford that anytime soon. So we're now into December of that year, and I'm in with the wife shopping in Iceland, and I check my phone to see that I've got a missed call from the Cull, and he's left a voice message. And the voice message is there telling me that he's at an expo, I can't remember which one it was, and that he's managed to get a decent Dragonzord for me for £35, and I have to give him a call ASAP or a text to tell him if I want it or not. So I'm telling my wife this, and I'm saying, well, there's no way I can afford it, it's too near Christmas. And she's like, tell me to get it for you, I'll get it for you Christmas. So come Christmas Day, along with the 2010 Megazord, and thanks to my wife and the Cull, I now have the Deluxe Dragonzord waiting for me on Christmas Day, and I couldn't have been happier. I promised the Cull I would make a video about this many months ago, probably at the start of the year, and I never got round to it. But I just like him to know that I'm truly grateful that he's helped me source two figures from my childhood that I really wanted. I've never forgot it. He's such a nice guy, and in general the Transformers community, particularly the guys I know on Twitter and Facebook, are so generous. If you're stuck and they can help you out, they will. They'll source a figure for you if it's in their area and you can't get it. And I try and do the same. I haven't done recently, but I really do try, and obviously vice versa. So I'd just like to say thank you to the Cull and to the Transformers community in general that I'm part of. See you next time with another video. That'll probably be a video review, hopefully something Christmassy.